What's up? How's it going? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Should have a really good playthrough tonight. Should. Oh, tonight's the night. We're finishing the Dragon Song War. Got those patch notes downloaded and everything's prepared. I'm getting prepared myself. Oh, I'm so excited. I've literally waited all day for this. All day. Oh, okay. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Let's knock on wood and cross our fingers. And we are all good. So let's get it started. Alphino. Last night we had the fills hit us pretty hard. I suspect they'll pretty much do the same. What is up, Lexi? Glad you could join us. It's about to get fillsy. I'm only assuming, but if it's anything like last night. What is this? A mystery. Alphino is eager to join Sid and the others. Sid and the others are assembling at the airship landing. Alice is already on her way, and it would not do to lag too far behind. Let us be off. The airship landing. Luckily, this makes for easy travel. What is up, Zombie Fox? So have I. Literally all day been looking forward to this. It has made my day go by really slow. But now the excitement can begin. Oh, the Glamour Nazi. Glad you could join us, and I hate that isn't that your stream isn't starting. Hopefully it will for you soon. Ready to see this story unwind. There is Sid. What's up, Mira? Tonberry, Alphino, ready to go? The others have stepped out onto the landing for a moment. Lest you wonder, Nero insisted that he be allowed to inspect the Excelsior before boarding. Still those ideas, and you let him? Despite his very timely offer of assistance, the thought of that man poking about in the working of the ship without proper supervision does not fill me with confidence. Calm yourself, Alphino. Your sister was adamant that he would never leave her side. She and Yugiri are... oh, well, here they are now. Right, I think that that's everyone. I shall set a course for Cartanu. I'm screwing this up right now. What are you doing, girl? Ah, might I ask that we delay our departure slightly? I require no more than a few hours at most. Our colleagues are studying the cocoon even as we speak, and I would hear their latest observations ere we proceed. It would seem wise to gain as clear as an understanding of the situation as possible before formulating our plan. Oh, I thought time was against us. How foolish of me. Hold your tongue. When we want your opinion, we'll ask for it. Kevin, what is up? I don't know. Hate to hear it, Glimmer Nazi. Do not know. Forgive me, my lady. I shall keep my counsel until such time as you have finished procrastinating. Alright, while Alphino speaks with his colleagues, I shall fly the Excelsior over to Mordona, and we can reconvene at the Rising Stones. My apologies for the trouble. I shall visit Ystola and the others forthwith, and join you as soon as I am able. Tonberry, pray accompany Ollie safe back to the Rising Stones. I should feel safer knowing you're present to entertain our guest. Right. Everyone heading to Mordona is welcome to travel aboard the Excelsior. I'll clear things with the girl at the counter here. Let her know when you're ready to leave. You are traveling with Master Garland, sir. The Enterprise Excelsior is right this way. That was so quick. Not quite a door-to-door service, but I wouldn't exactly land her in the toll's main square. Shall we adjourn to the Rising Stones, then? I guess one cool part about that would be if you were low on gil. It'd be free travel. I'm almost there, Kevin. Sounds fun, Mira. And no settings have really changed. Everything is pretty much the same as yesterday. The only difference at all really is just the new patch notes, and that shouldn't have changed anything.
So these are the fabled headquarters of the Scions. I confess I would have expected an order of self-proclaimed warrior scholars to surround themselves with the fruits of man's enlightenment. And yet there's not so much as a single piece of magitech in sight. It never ceases to amaze me how primitive you Eorzeans truly are.
Oh, I'll have you know that the Rising Stones is home to the very latest in magitech innovation. Wedge calls it the Mark 14 Thermocoil Boil Master, and it's the finest kettle I've ever had the pleasure to own.
We are returned. Well, Ida and I, at least. Ishtola and the others remained behind to continue their assessment of the binding magic.
There didn't seem much point staying just for that, so I decided to come back with Alphino. Papalimo bought us this time. We shouldn't waste it.
By your leave!
Good God, that voice could fell a gigas.
This is the Rising Stones, domicile of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I enter at the invitation of one Lord Urianger. I spy you there, Shadow Walker. You always were a hard one to find.
Yugiri?
Yugiri? Do you know this man?
Huh.
Gosetsu, why are you come to Eorzea?
In search of you, Yugiri. For days and nights did I row across the angry sea. I made port in good spirits, only for my own flesh to betray me over the trifling matter of an empty belly. Collapsed in the street like an unfed stray I was, until Lord Urianger came to my aid. Over a most welcome meal, we spoke of the plight of Doma, and I learned of our displaced countrymen's work to resettle this blighted land. 'Twas blind fortune that I was able to locate you so swiftly. But now we must make ready to depart. Our master languishes in dire peril, and Doma calls her daughter home.
It is not so simple, Gosetsu. There are obligations which bind me here.
You refuse? Did you mislay your oath during your flight from our homeland? The laws of hospitality must be honored, but surely the vow to defend your master demands the greater obeisance.
It was our master who bid me guide our people to safe haven by any means necessary. And it was the Scions you see before you who provided us succor and sanctuary when all others refused. Dire peril or no, were I to return without first repaying such hospitality, our master would cut me down at the threshold.
What's up, Kevin?
Mayhap that is so.
The server is full. Oh, I wouldn't... Wow. This was like a brand new server when I started on it almost.
There is more. A crisis threatens all within this realm, Eorzean and Doman alike, and I go to play my part in its resolution. I will not bring shame upon our liege by abandoning my people or my duty.
How very noble of you. Now, in the name of honor, kinship, and, yes, practicality, might I suggest we get this expedition underway? Or would you rather debate the finer points of duty and leave Omega to the Empire?
The Empire! You, Giddy? You draw steel against the curse of Garlemald?
I'm digging this golf.
Then why did you not say so? My blade is oath-bound to fall upon the ranks of the Imperials west. Lead on, Shadow Walker, and may the enemy tremble at our coming.
Tonberry, wait. Could I speak with you for a moment? Do you remember when I had you meet me at the Delmont Forge, and we, ambushed you? Well, once we had your measurements, I set to work, making you a traveling outfit and my spare time. I've only just a moment finished the stitching, but I wanted you to have it before you left. Here. You can try it on right now if you like. Looking spiffy. Assuming we measured correctly, the fit should be just right. Snug, but not too snug, if you know what I mean. So, how does it feel? You're not just saying that, are you? Oh, I can't tell you how much this means to me, to have crafted something worthy of the Warrior of Lades. It's... well, let's just say, it makes all the practice worthwhile. I also sewed in a blood pearl charm, to, you know, bring you home. May it always protect you. Not the strongest equipment, but hey, it looks cool, and it came from Tataru. Ah, bummer, Glamour Nancy. Bummer. Glam it. Definitely will sometime. Definitely. Ooh, things fly free, my pretty. Things are going well for sure. Ida's eyes shone with rekindled determination. So we have to wake Omega up, right? When do we start? Ida, are you sure that's... I'm sure, yes. I won't lie and say I'm completely fine, but I'll feel a lot better if I'm doing something useful. Very well. I will remain here and continue coordinating our efforts with the Alliance. Alphino, mayhap you could return to Gridania and assist Yrstolo and Kryle. A fine suggestion. The rest of us will form Cartanu Expedition Party. Nero and I will focus on rousing Omega while Tonberry, Ida, and our Doman friends take care of security. The Excelsior is by the lake, just outside of town. We'll leave as soon as everyone is ready. I think we're all ready. We haven't far to go. With any luck, we'll be in Cartanu before Gosetsu. My bad. Graces the deck with his dinner. Once there, however, we had best be on our guard, given that the Alien Relay was still alive when Omega was discovered. We can be sure the Empire has long been aware of its existence, and if Nero deemed it is the obvious solution to the threat posed by this new primal, it is not impossible that the Garlemald might do the same. Have your weapons ready and your wits about you. Something tells me we're flying into a fight. Proceed. I actually don't know.
Now, where was that? Ah! I've enabled the teleporter. One brief jump and we shall arrive in Omega's control room.
Give me a second. I didn't listen to that. I was trying to adjust my head. Okay.
How convenient. You've been here before.
Of course. It was no easy task threading a path through all the skirmishes. But how could I ignore the existence of such a fascinating toy? You may trust that my preliminary examination was suitably thorough.
Trust? Aye. I trust your appetite for technology.
I chased down a suspect airship, and who should I find but the traitor, Sid Garland. Searching for something, engineer? Something big? It's close, isn't it? It's like all my name days have come at once.
All the scouts the Empire could have sent. Take care of that brute, will you?
He says things so casually.
God damn it. Can't let Nero tinker around in there by himself. I'm sorry to leave you to it, but I dare say you'll manage without me. This clod has no idea who he's dealing with.
It's my understanding he just didn't agree with their ways.
Samurai of Doma. You will rue your choice of opponent this day.
Okay. I don't have to fight as cronies? What? Okay.
It's all over now.
Your defense is lacking.
With soul and steel.
You watching, Pabalimo?
No retreat. No surrender.
the cronies.
Look upon a samurai of Dama!
This one'll sting. An opening.
'Tis my right to strike!
No holding back!
Leave this to me!
I have you!
It's all over now.
How is this guy still alive right now? This is basically the samurai showcase for the first half. Fought his cronies, then you fought him. Cross tears of joy. Surrender. We have you outnumbered. Wouldn't be the first time. Are you still playing with those soldiers? I suppose I can lend you one of my toys, but only if you promise to give it back. Magitech armor? Oh! Behold, the Red Baron. Now end this nonsense. What the? No one told me they have Magitech armor. Forward! For the Empire! The honorless cur think to abandon his men. I shall see that he shares their fate. Pray attend to the rest of his minions. Whoa. He's got plenty of attacks.
You watching, Pabalino?
No retreat. No surrender.
With soul and steel!
Oh,
This
shit.
one'll sting.
An opening.
Tis my right to strike!
It's all over now.
Did not expect
Leave
that.
this to me.
Look upon a samurai of Dama!
No holding back.
Your defense is lacking.
I have you!
You watching, Pabalino?
No retreat. No surrender.
Part of me thinks it's kind of messed up that she keeps asking if Puppy Limo's watching.
This one'll sting.
An opening.
Tis my right to strike!
It's all over now.
What?
Leave this to me.
Look upon a samurai of summer!
No holding back.
You used that way too early.
Your defense is lacking.
It's all good.
You watching, Pavalimo?
No retreat. No surrender.
With soul and steel!
Oh, this is it. Just wanted to have a little flair in there. He's a big baby. Blow shit up, Tauntaun. The Magitech armor was awesome. No doubt.
Temporal stasis disengaged. All systems operational. Garland?
All clear on this side. It's waking up.
Remarkable. Omega sensors immediately detected the presence of the cocoon, even at this distance. They must have been set to scan for sources of energy exceeding certain magnitudes.
I still don't see any means to control the machine directly. It seems to have been designed to act wholly autonomously. Once we release Omega, we can be fairly certain it will attempt to capture the Primal at Belsar's Wall. Assuming its mission is successful, our only option at that point will be to re-engage its stasis system and put it back to sleep.
And should the machine happen to misbehave, we'll simply initiate an emergency shutdown. I confess we don't yet have a complete grasp of its capabilities, but I'm certain the details will not elude us for long.
Optimistic?
Well, I understood less than half of that. So, my question to you is, are we doing the right thing?
What do you think? Is there any other way? I feel like that's the, kind of the smart-ass decision, so I'm gonna just, you know, play it chill. Is there any other way?
I suppose not. All right. Step aside, Sid. Is this the thing I need to press?
Yes, that's the one.
You gave too much for us to waste this chance, Papalimo. So this is for you. And me.
Yes! Fly free, my pretty! Show us what you can do.
Hold on to your butts.
The launch sequence has begun. Omega is loose.
Omega. That was intense. Yeah, I definitely agree, Kevin.
Huh? Omega has stopped transmitting. But that shouldn't be. I didn't engage the stasis system.
And what does this signify? I have little understanding of these contrivances.
The launch went exactly to plan, but all signals emanating from Omega have ceased. This may indicate any number of things, but we will need to join the Scions out in the field if we are to ascertain which one.
Right. I've ordered a malfunctioning beast to go to sleep. That should prevent any unfortunate mishaps. I suggest we make our way back to Gridania.
Omega destroyed the cocoon. Papalimo's spell is fading. It was bound to his ether, you see. And if the connection is broken...
It's so crazy. You're so lucky you get to hop into Stormblood right away after waiting a week. Oh, I can only imagine. Oh, I could only imagine the anticipation after seeing all of this and then have to wait weeks. I'm glad I get to actually move into Stormblood as well. I'm not sure why we lost contact with Omega, but I mean to find out. Let's be on our way. At least you don't gotta wait weeks for me to go into Stormblood. That's one plus. We can all just go right into it. One moment, everything was functioning perfectly, and the next, it wasn't. It makes no sense. We need to see what happened for ourselves, and soon. The far edge of fate. Alphino has the look of a man with much to say. Is it going to be voice audio? No. Words can ill express how glad I am to see you all unharmed. When Omega came hurling towards the cocoon, everything dissolved into chaos. I have to see it. I have to see it with my own eyes. Ida, wait. We must first... the Elder Seedseer is expecting us. Worry not, Alphino. Gosetsu and I will watch over her. You may safely attend your meeting. My thanks, Yugiri. The council reconvened a short while ago. Let us make haste for the Lotus Stand. All there are eager to hear your testimony. Sprint. The Elder Seed Seer awaits you within. Proceed. My friends, full eagerly have we awaited your return. Few indeed have discharged the duty entrusted to you, and most humbly do we thank you for seeing it done. You are too kind, Elder Seedseer. As I recall, we as good as demanded the right to try. But, tell me, how did the battle unfold? We proceeded in waking Omega, aye, but we lost contact with the weapon shortly after it launched. From our position in the control room, we were blind to all that followed. What words could do justice to such a scene? None of my choosing that much is certain, but I can give you the facts. The cocoon hatched even as Omega arrived, and from its midst rose a great dragon. The pair dully set about each other in the skies over Gir Abania. The primals might defied belief. It seemed that the very heavens would be rent asunder by the force of its blows, and it weighed such magics as I have never seen, and hope never to see again. The battle raged on with no end in sight, until both combatants were engulfed in a blinding flash of light. When the radiance faded, I saw a pair fall motionless from the sky. Coming to rest somewhere in Alamegan soil. I will not speak for the rest, but to my eye it seemed that each had landed a fatal blow upon the other. While most among could think of only of Bahamut. When looking upon the primal's form, the domans were heard to whisper the name Shinryu. It would appear that the being assembled as a creature of far eastern legend, and we have found it convenient to refer to it such as this Shinryu's fate, and indeed of that of Omega, is yet unknown. We have, alas, no eyes on the Gir Urbania side of the border. Aye, which is why we have sent our main force under the command of Marshal Tarupin to capture the wall. With the Imperials in disarray, we have the perfect opportunity to secure Gridania's border and assess the aftermath of the impact. I myself will join the Marshal and his men when the council is adjourned. Well, that explains a few things. I'll wager that flash of light coincided with our loss of contact. Lest you wonder, we quickly re-engaged Omega's status system, so even if it has fallen into the Empire's lab, it will be of no use to them, save perhaps as a statue. Correct. Without me to guide their efforts, it would take them decades to decipher Omega's core functions if they had managed it all. Such reassurances do much to calm our fears, yet the relic's fate is but one of several concerns. Indeed, I humbly submit that the time has come for us to make contact with the resistance representatives in Garabania. Though Ilberd has forced our hand, it would seem only logical to seek an alternative, given the inevitability of imperial retaliation, and by working in concert. It is not impossible that Alamigo might finally be wrested from Garlemald's grasp. I really wish all this would have been voice acted. There's a lot that went down just then. Oh yeah. So glad I don't have to go through all of that. Also, the red mage was definitely enough. I didn't exactly hit all of those points a lot of people did with my red mage, mainly just really long queues, struggling to build up levels to get the job class up there, get to the next job scenario. But no doubt, I'm also glad I don't have to go through a lot of that. Cardino, what's up, Ton? Not much, Cardino. Trying to make our way through the last bit of the Dragon Song War here. You must be exhausted. I would ordinarily suggest that we retire directly to the Rising Stones, but I wonder if we might first make a small detour. Yashola and the others have gathered. Emerasol aspired to imagine that you too would be interested to see what has become of the wall. Now the cocoon is gone. It is decided then, lead on. Ugh. Okay. Don't you just hate that one spot on your back that itches that you just cannot reach? I need to invest in one of those like back scratcher things. I'm actually curious to see what has become of all of this as well. Here we go. I'm gonna take out the edgy. Or not the edgy, the mount. Chocobo. You awake? Yeah. You're still.
My friends, I cannot well express how glad I am to see you both unharmed. They say that Omega's clash with the Primal shook the very firmament.
You need not have worried. The battle took place far above the ground. We were able to observe in relative safety, though I'm given to understand that there were casualties on the far side of the wall.
It was like watching a nightmare unfold before our very eyes. Ilberd's primal manifested in the form of a colossal dragon, a being of pure violence. It burst forth from the cocoon with such terrible force.
That such a horror should spring from the eyes of Nidhogg comes as no surprise. Nor do I wonder at its form. Ilberd all but announced it in the moments prior to his death. Plainly, it was his dying wish to visit a second calamity upon the Empire.
And I am quite certain the abomination would have obliged had it not found itself outmatched by a Mega. Gods! I am no stranger to the works of Alag, but even I was unprepared for the machine's furiosity. It beggared belief.
And how fares poor Ida in the midst of all this? Have you spoken with her?
She is up on the platform, lost in thought. We deemed it best not to disturb her, but mayhaps she would welcome some company after all. Shall we?
Poor Ida.
The light's gone. It was all we had left of him.
Ida.
I don't blame anyone. I knew what was going to happen. I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. I knew that it would only buy us a little time.
Feels...
Ida, there is no need to explain.
Why did she take her mask off? She's got long hair. She looks normal.
But there is. I can't hide in Papalimo's little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask.
Sister's mask? What?
20 years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old. My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric. And my sister had fought alongside him. But she was strong and kind, and always knew what to do. But when the Garleans came, everything changed. My father went to war against them too, and I never saw him again. After that, I remember a lot of running. My sister dragged me for miles and miles until we came to the city of Charlian. That was where she met Master Louis Soir. He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became an Archon.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
Of course. We all recognized you at once. 'Twas Papalimo who persuaded us to maintain the charade.
It was silly to think I could fool you. I knew that even then, but I sort of decided not to know. Ida died 6 years ago, on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl. She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them.
So feelsy. I want to stay silent, but I also want to know why she never said anything.
I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lise.
Lise.
When Papalimo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake, but I decided I wanted to be his new partner, to keep alive all the good that she had done. I didn't want to become Ida, exactly. At the time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself, and it almost seemed easier to play the role. Papalimo agreed to help, of course, but it was never what he wanted for me. He wanted me to walk my own path, and those were his final words to me. The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it. So this is it. Whatever I choose to do from now on, I do as Lys. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
Noise. Yeah, I will never apparently remember to turn off my phone notifications.
War is upon us once more.
Do you regret standing against the Empire? Would you have chosen a different road, knowing what you know now?
To claim that I never doubted the decision would be a lie. But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand ever since.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker, we leave for the east, for Doma.
They cut us short. It was brave of Lys to remove her mask after so long. Though she has scarce begun to come to terms with Papalimo's loss, that one act made plain her determination to move forward. And should she ever falter, we shall be there to support her on this road she has resolved to walk. Let us return to the Rising Stones. We have quite a story to tell to Taru and my sister. Stormblood is so much fun. I can't wait. Oh, what? That was the end? What? Okay. No doubt. I'm gonna, like always, play through these credits. I've done it for every expansion and all the patch notes. It's something I like to do out of respect. I do it on all the games as well. So we made it. It has been quite a journey. Thank you so much for the congrats. Thank you. I loved actually this whole Dragon Song War era here that we went through, but I gotta say, they could have put a little something there at the end. I bet that was a super cliffhanger while you had to wait for Stormblood after all of that. Yeeks, I couldn't imagine. I definitely enjoyed it though. I feel like I went through it decently quick. 4 days, 5 days. Thank you, Mira. Thank you so much. Definitely a good thing I saved the ending for tonight as well. Would have been up super late last night. That punch. Oh, I could only imagine that it was a huge cliffhanger. Very cliffy. At least we have some good music. Yuna, thank you so much for the congrats and the welcome into Stormblood. Thank you so much. Everything I have done on this game has literally led up to this moment, and you know that is obviously, you know, the case for everyone here that's made it to this exact moment as well. But literally, Stormblood was what talked me into actually playing this game, seeing the Red Mage trailer. Well, technically it was the Samurai, just read about the Red Mage. That alone is what sparked me wanting to play the game. And I gotta say, I have not regretted the decision. It has been so much fun. Feels. Thank you, Mira, as well for the welcome, no doubt. War is coming. Dun, dun, dun. What is up, Harvey Dent? Oh, don't mention Archer Fall. Estinian. Choco had to come in here. Should at least make it to the end. Stormblood! Stormblood! I've posted a lot of artwork from Stormblood here from the Book of Eorzea that came with the collector's edition on Instagram if anybody's interested in that. The link should be on the page. I'm gonna actually make sure. Definitely worth checking out sometime. I have art on there actually from all of Final Fantasy, and it's nothing personal, literally, with me. Yeah, there's a link actually here on the channel if anybody's interested in that. Nothing of the old ton here, all Final Fantasy artwork. Most of it Yoshitaka Amano. Yoshitaka Amano being my favorite Final Fantasy artist. It usually does all of the logos. I do not have Discord. It has been something that I've thought about putting on the list of things to be a part of with social media, but I have stretched so far across the depths of the internet. Never did I imagine I would be able to Google Tonberry Disciple and literally find just pages of pages upon social media. You should make a Discord if you've yet to do so. Dude. I do have an Instagram. And Discord could come in time. Definitely. My biggest flaw is with this game being so story driven. What is that, girl? Crazy. with this game being so story driven and all the things I try to keep up with and the whole chat here, sometimes I feel like it might be a little difficult to keep up with. And when it comes to everything up here, I like to keep solely the game. Would like to actually stream on Twitch soon. I actually have a Twitch account, I just literally have not streamed onto it yet. It's just, I don't know. it's so many platforms. Still trying to get used to it, a lot of it. Oh, okay. I see. Use it for non-streaming purposes. I'll look into it for sure. After all, I've went so close to making the Discord, but then I just always kind of end up not doing it. I'll definitely look into it though. Definitely. Oh, spoilers are never good. Never. That's actually something I've worried about throughout this whole playthrough right here. I was actually really happy to see that there was only, I think I had 2, maybe 3 moments where somebody that actually came in and spoiled something, and the chat saved me once. One time I actually read something, and still hoping it's not true. I'm not even going to mention it because I don't even want confirmation or disconfirmation. I just want it to unravel. And then there was one other time. It was towards the beginning of the game. Somebody had came in and actually mentioned something that was literally about to happen. I actually thought about once trying to I've noticed a lot of gamers will do the blonde thing in the name of, or the title of their videos. So I've thought about doing that, but I feel like that's almost like baiting yourself to invite someone in to give you so many spoilers as well. Very smart thinking, Karino. Zombie Fox. Following that Instagram. I won't name drop you. Very cool though, very cool. Wow. Someone got spoiled. Someone spoiled the death of you know who because you just experienced not too long ago in Novice Network and got kicked and muted in chat for 2 weeks. Wow. No problem. No problem. Kevin. I hate the spoilers. But hey, it's cool to actually see somebody that enjoys spoilers. You'd be the first person I've ever met, no doubt. but it's cool to actually see someone on the other side of the fence. You rarely hear somebody say they actually enjoy spoilers. But hey, I do actually understand, you know, some gamers like spoilers. It helps them out with their strategies when they go into something themselves. What is up with you? You just don't want love. You just want things. And claws. Yeah. No. Go fang and claw your toys. Okay, it's probably getting towards the end here. Believe it or not, I do actually go back and watch all of these. Kind of letting it play through now because Choco here is being rather, well, Choco-y. Make sure he uses wheeling thrust. I hate spoilers as well, Mira. You spoil yourself. Oh. I can see how that could benefit, you know. You really gotta brace yourself sometimes for some things that may come up in a game, and you just want to be really prepared for it. I was not prepared for any of the events that went down in the last few main scenario quests here at the ending of the Dragonsong War. It was, woo, feels-y. I gotta say, I didn't expect, like, I know Final Fantasy always hits you with the fills, but this game I did not expect so many around every corner. Even though spoiling ahead of time does kill some of the hop. Yeah, that's part of my thing why I don't really care for spoilers. It definitely does damage the hop. I'm gonna have to adjust this, the name of this, because I thought about actually ending this stream, going to a new one to do Stormblood in, but I'm not. I'm just gonna stream away here, and I'll actually just go through and change the title later on. I don't really feel like having to mess with everything else here right now. We can just zoom right into it while we're all still connected. Tricked you with Archifont. Oh. Ooh. Talk about super filzy. My bad as well. I kind of read it aloud. No doubt though, I think most of the crowd that stuck around through these credits here have been the people who have actually followed the events and everything that I've been going through here, so luckily, I could be standing out on a whim here saying this, but luckily, I don't think too many people that are in this chat at the moment, along with somebody viewing, would be hit with too many spoilers that we could all talk about. After all, these comments leave the live chat anyway, after we're all finished here. But no doubt, I like that you're staying right there on the red alert. No spoilers here. Oh, very true, very true. I did not think about that, Cardinal. Listening while playing Mira. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Skipped almost every cutscene to be done with it faster. Well, Cardino, luckily, I will be streaming every single cutscene I run across, so you can catch every single bit of that, no doubt. I hope so as well. Even if not, I always actually organize all of my videos into playlists on my channel here. So even if you actually do miss a stream, you can always just go back into the playlist there, and they're all in order. I keep it pretty well organized, aside from just trying to, well, I'm a neat freak. I can't help it, but they're all in order, no doubt. Your YouTube name is the same as your tune. Very cool. Same here. Spoiling yourself for Heavensward content. What server? This is actually the Ultros server. It's also the Primal Data Center. Okay, I suspect we have to be getting pretty close now. They're getting into the motion casting, third-party contractors. It's kind of like the end tier of the list here. I actually didn't know if you could do so, but Mira has confirmed for us you cannot. But Mira said that they were saying the server was full earlier, but maybe sometime you can actually go on there and make a tune. I've actually done a few quests and dungeons and such with a few people from the stream onto into a dungeon and everything, but Sakura, I'm actually not trying to speed it up, if I'm being honest with you. This is something I do for every single one of the expansions, the patches, any Final Fantasy game. If you watch any of my endings, these credits roll. It's pure respect for every single bit of the work put into this. And though I'm paying some attention to it now, trying to see the length, where I'm at, where I'm going, what I'm doing, what's happening in the background here, but for the most part, I have not read most of these names, and I will actually watch this stream later, and I will read all of these names. It would just be so hard for me if it was sped up to like pause, read. Oh, you know, they were actually working on Final Fantasy VI. It's cool that, you know, they did a little bit of work here. It's some things like that. I actually am one of those little fans that some people don't think exist out there, that actually go through and try to compare things here and there, certain artwork, art, and you know, sometimes I actually like to memorize some of these names and see that they're in corresponding work with another title along the way later down the line. So I actually just like them to play through, but no doubt, I actually thank you for that tip. Next character I actually have to, you know, get to this point with, I may actually speed it up, but no doubt. Medius, because of the experience boost. I was on Medius, got out of server. Just chilling. Yeah, we are basically just chilling right now. Might try again in a minute. Very cool. No doubt though, it is an actually decent server. I haven't actually had any bad run-ins with anybody. I've actually met somebody one time during a dungeon that knew that I was a streamer that actually booted me right out because they knew that they would have to sit through cutscenes. Oh, it was funny. Small world, even in Eorzea. Ah, and here's the music. Oh wow, they really cut the music short this time around. I know Heavensward, they actually had every instrument cast down through there. The horns, they even had the one single trombone player. Or, not trombone, my bad, baritone. That was really cool to see them actually go through the tubas, the baritone, all the brass work, all the reed work and everything. It was very cool. Sometimes, sorry if I get nerdy when it comes to a little bit of this, oh, they do some violin, cello, and guitar. I'm guessing that most of everything just converted from Heavensward back over to this, so they probably had the same crew or used a lot of the same music. But yeah, super music nerd here. I do not know the titles of a lot of these songs. I know Answers and a few select others, a few themes, but I'm trying to get down pat with 14 here. Trying. Wow, Final Fantasy. Is it really? A triangle player. This is definitely the end. We've already seen logos. Everybody's kind of being bunched together here. Really get into a lot of the third-party help. Oh, wow. I did not know that. Very cool. It's a cool little tip. But hey, A Realm Reborn, actually, they did go as far as to thank all of the players who were playing the original Final Fantasy XIV up till its end. And all Final Fantasy XIV players! What? that thank you. That's also another reason I sit through these, I'm not gonna lie. I like it when the game thanks you. Thank you for playing me. Hey, you're welcome. The man himself. Naoki Yoshida. And the company we have the strongest love-hate for. Oh, how we love to hate you. And we hate to love you. Oh, post-credit scene. Maybe not. Maybe it's just rolling right into it. But hey, that's also good. We are right here. Oh, I'm excited. An hour and 30 minutes. It would be cool to see, I know the game is really serious, but you do have a point. They could do little light-hearted things within the credits, at least at the end of the credits, you know, for the people who did stick around, like maybe some little, you know, chocobos and moogles running around the bottom. But hey, we are here. It's Stormblood, right after we complete the quest. Oh, let's do it. He may have mentioned, but Alphino has apprised me of all that has came to pass in Gridania. Your only task now is to rest. This is the calm before the storm. Lise has chosen her path, and as her friends we must do what we can to support that choice. We are fated to join the conflict in any case. Once the Alliance has taken the wall and opened the way to Gir Abania, we will have little choice but to fight. Which is not to say the cause is unworthy. After all, ignoring the plot of those whom one might conceivably save is not wisdom, but indolence. Correct? I, for one, look forward to joining the hands with the Alamegans and striking a blow against the tyranny of the Empire, as I rather suspect. Do you? Oh, what is going down? Trickery. Choco cutscene. Good stuff. Quick match. The Imperials will soon come to their senses, and March. And we must be ready to face their retribution. Raban. It is almost time, Father. Aye, almost. Stand firm, Pippin. I learned to brace myself against the charge of the Bull of Alamigo. No foe will dislodge me. Very well, Elbert. I will take our homeland back. For the both of us. My Lord Vasari, our scouts have confirmed the preliminary reports. Belzar's Wall has fallen to the Eorzean Alliance. The hunt for Omega and the unknown Aiken continues, though both yet elude us, my lord. Their battle caused considerable damage across the region. Should we perchance divert from some of our forces from the search to undertake necessary reconstruction work? Forgive me, my lord. I did not intend your will be done. Unknown. My spies tell me the Domans call it Shinryu, and that it proved a match for Omega. Yes, the coming days promise to be most interesting. Most interesting. I'm already interested. At the far edge of fate, the road begins anew. The heroes look to eastern skies and behold their crimson hue. A dawn of liberation, a gathering storm of blood. That was the true ending. Okay. Now we're in Stormblood. Oh, I feel you. When he lost the arm. I didn't expect any of those events. Alfino is a man with a great deal on his mind. Stormblood!
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal?
How?
Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's Wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's Wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's Wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lise. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lise's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamego? You are willing, of course.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
As if you have to ask. I can't help but resist to say it. Staying silent is, not my gaming strong suit.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
Oh, Kevin, I'm on the same boat right now. Getting used to this change is just like... I want to call you Edith still. But knowing that you're leased now is just... But hey, we'll get used to it.
I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well.
I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things.
Tataru.
I trust you have no objections?
Urianche.
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
Oh. Do music. Had no idea she's a Hollander. Sad that Thancred stayed behind. Why were you sad? And yeah, it is weird. Definitely. Is she also the one in the palm in the beginning cutscene in the trailer for Stormblood? That's doing all the... I don't know what you call these things. All the fighting? With what appears to be the Warrior of Darkness. With a smile on his face.
Ready, my friend?
Yes.
Well then. Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Girabania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance as soon as possible.
I thought these two already head out east.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kosetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. Let all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate, together. Just you wait.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
I'm definitely loving this introduction. Because you love him. Think it is pretty cool. No doubt about that. He's the Warrior of Lot in the trailer. That makes sense. I actually wanted to bring that up when we were facing the Warriors of Darkness, how they all looked exactly like the template from the old movies that you can watch on the menu for the events that led towards the ending of the original Final Fantasy XIV, or 1.0 if you will. And yeah, I actually wanted to bring that up, the similarities between the looks of their characters, but kind of just figured it was kind of the alternate dimension type deal. 1,000 moms apart, yet united in purpose. Let us pray both our endeavors meet with success. Shall we then? Wait. Not just yet. I knew I'd forgotten something important. Lise, could you come with me? Me? What now? Alright then. If you insist. Her joy. New clothing. What do you think? As you can see, I designed it to be light and loose, an outfit tailor-made to the needs of a skilled fighter like Lise. Your work never ceases to impress. Much more of this, and I may have to stop introducing you as the Scion's receptionist and start referring to you as our permanent seamstress. That's lovely, Tataru. Thank you. I feel like I could take on a legion. I'm glad you like it. And with that, I'll delay you no longer. Safe travels. Then onward to Gir Abania. Our first stop will be at Emerasol Spar in the East Shroud. I don't think I ever say that right. Long loading screen. Okay. To the Shroud. excited. Stormblood. I'm gonna work in the background here and actually do something. I feel right actually using soldier now too. It makes sense now. All are present and accounted for. When you are ready, my friend, pray inform the officer that we wish to proceed into Gear Abania. Ah, the signs of the seventh dawn. We were told to expect you. Shall I summon someone to escort you to the wall? Let's go to the wall. Have fun, Kevin. No doubt. Have fun, and a good night to you. Whoa.
I remember crossing the border, standing in Gear Abania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us. Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Oh, you gotta watch out, girl. Stormblood. Yeah. I'm excited, Choco. Okay. No more work in the background. Thank you so much, Mira. What kind of dog is Choco? To explain the type of dog Choco is, there's a small story behind her. She actually is an unknown breed. Most around here would call her a mutt. I call her a cocktail. She is literally a mixed breed of many kinds. Upon getting Choco, I had started my journeys here living alone, and I actually just wanted a dog. I was looking to buy one, and then some events led me to Choco. She was an abandoned puppy. All of her brothers and sisters died. Mother was taken away. She was going to go to the pound. So old Chocobo here, I just couldn't, resist these puppy dog eyes here. When she was a puppy, she was so much more cute. Less hopper. Whoa, you all good. No doubt, though, she became I adopted her. I couldn't see her go to the pound, and I've had her ever since. Do not know much about her other than that, other than the fact that she was abandoned. What did you do? You okay? You don't know if you're okay. But no doubt, I would totally let you know what kind of dog she was if I knew myself. Okay, back to the game. Have you played Final Fantasy XV? I have. I've actually beaten Final Fantasy XV. I have not actually played episode Prompto, though I have it downloaded, and I have not played 15 since chapter 13 dropped. Chapter 13 verse 2 and episode Gladiolus, I played those, and then I figured I would save episode Prompto and then possibly episode Ignis for later on when I actually want to stream those eventually, and I would just really like those episodes to be a blind playthrough. But definitely have played them, loved them, loved Final Fantasy XV and episode Gladiolus. Greetings, Scions. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, I welcome you to Castrum Orients. Thank you, General. We were relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperials made an attempt to retake the Castrum since then? None. Save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols, we've had barely any contact with them, but we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Belzar's wall weren't enough, Ilberd summoned a Primal right on the doorstep, and Garlemald is not wise to let such shows of defiance go unanswered. 'Twas a declaration of war, even if it was not Ilberd's to make, and now we are bound by it. For will or for woe, the Scions stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask of us? As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and the cooperation of Alamega people. We would have you serve our emissaries and make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear. Then I'll leave you to it. Godspeed. Ha! Of all the Castra in the world, you walk into mine. Master Garlon, what brings you here? A certain missing elegant weapon of Dragonic Primal. Omega and Shinryu. I think the shinobi called it. Anyway, we've been studying their trial of destruction, hoping it might lead us somewhere, which it has singularly failed to do so. Then 'tis like Omega to fell to Earth in occupied territory, meaning it may already be in Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engage the stasis system. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them. Assuming we should hurry up and find it regardless. All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to press on into Garabania, we'll need their blessing. Everyone's counting on us. Let's not waste any more time talking. Clay, yes. In Stormblood. Glad you could make it though, no doubt. I've been trying my best to get as much progress in as possible. Taking every little step along the way that I possibly could. I really want to get a nice little look at this place really quick. The architecture never ceases to amaze me. The design, everything. Hop up there, I know you can make it. Yeah. Oh yeah. I am ready to dig this place up. Is there ether flow here you gotta... Oh! There is. The currents, they're back. Lisa is eager to leave Castrum Oriens. As you've probably heard, there are plenty of faction in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. Their headquarters are located in a place called Rogger's Reach, an old temple to the east of here across the Villadina River. That's what we'll go with. I learned a route that should allow us to provide Imperial patrols. Stick with me, and we'll be there before you know it. Can't seem to find all the ether currents. You can buy more gear now. I'll help a bit going forward. How do I go about doing so, Zombie Thoughts? Is it easy to get to or obtain? Definitely interested. If you didn't have it already. I'm not sure. What would the armor be that you're requesting? Think your compass is broke, or a scholar Astro. Seth touched it. Oh, buy more Shire gear. That I can. Actually all I needed was the pants. That was all I had left to get of the Shire gear. But, I think we'll actually worry about that one tomorrow. We better not. I'll never remember tomorrow. Edelshire is just a teleport away. The fringes. I'll make it really quick. Get the pants. I don't think I got it all. I'm not quite sure if I got the weapon either, but I'll definitely check. I think I did. I think all I need are the pants for the Shire gear. Always takes forever to get into Edelshire. Free gear through the main scenario request rewards. Ah, now I'm in a toss-up. I'm already here. I'm sure I'll get the other things too, and then I'll go ahead and grab the pants now. Be super prepared. Prepared for all. We'll also use the things we obtained through the... Wait. No. There we go. That's the one. Huh, apparently I didn't get the belt either. Everything else, yeah, I got it. How do you get the weapon? Special arms, maybe? Ah, see. Shire Grimoire. What is required here? Rowena's token, scripture, Macro tombstone. These, okay. Maybe I have enough. Full shard gear plus the weapon, cool. And that underwater cave is supposed to actually be swimming undersea next quest. Very cool. That's something I'm looking forward to as well, getting it under the sea. Okay, I forgot what was needed. 10 of the Rowena's token scripture. Oh, close up. Just enough. Let's take a look. Intelligence, 1,415. Yes, excellent. Very good tip there. And now we'll just we'll jump back here. I'll follow these. Ring for the other hand. First, I'm actually going to repair some gear. They needs it. You can put a ring in this hand? I got plenty of them. Teleport across. Don't know if I'll be able to get any other gear. I'm actually the Alexandrian or whatever. I'm actually out of seals. While we're looking here. Yeah, 25 tombstones. 25. Not very many. We should be okay with rolling with what we have now. I'm sure all along the way, like Harvey didn't mention, I will be getting free gear. After all, I'm moving straight into the Stormblood here. I'm sure along the way I'll have better things given to me. And, you know, what I don't have already will be easily replaced. So weird. Fighting an enemy like this, it's just like, oh. You didn't go down in like 3 hits. It's about to get exciting all over again. I could do this actually. I didn't know you could actually even put a ring here. So I'll take you up on that. Who has the highest intelligence here? 21. 22. That's probably that one. Oh, I can't put a ring there. It's probably a specific ring. I'm not gonna worry about it right now then. Moving on. I did not actually do that. I haven't done a lot of things like Zombie Fox said. If you have to do Alexander or any other things like that, I haven't exactly even ran through those, only because of the crazy queues. Ah, okay. I was thinking maybe you could do it by mentioning that, but we'll ignore it. Whoa. What did you fight in Ifrit? Nothing. He's dead. Ifrit, you crazy bastard. I hate to even bill. Damn, edgy. I'm gonna get Choco out too. Maybe. That was nearly a fluke. I do not have the Ultima heat gear, but it's all good. Like I said, Just running through all this, they always give you armor along the way that's pretty level, like, dependent. Normally until I've, like, hit the cap, I don't really try to do anything. That's, you know, basically saying for this character. Let's stop attempting death here and let's dive into the story. In time, no less, I will get better armor when it actually becomes necessary. Still with me. Good. Whoa. Even at this late. Still with me, good. From here, we'll head northeast towards the river. The water's not too deep, so we won't have to swim. My bad, everybody. Ton of cool fates in the general area. That's pretty cool. How big is this map in this area right here? Big. Really big. That's awesome. I love the music. In this area coming up. Not very deep. I don't see any soldiers. Good. Let's cross. Let us. PTSD to release week. Whew. Troy. Ah, good tip. I would actually check that earlier for the compass. I'm actually pretty excited to do that, believe it or not. It's a little side questy type action. But no doubt, thanks for the tip, Troy. I'll be sure to keep my eyes out for those. You're wondering about the tower to the south? I know. It's part of Castrium. Let me try this again. Villadina. That's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it a great big eyesore. Honestly, can you see that rotten banner from absolutely miles away? They never miss a chance to rub it in our noses. Do they? Come on. We should keep moving. You hate the Treebeard gods. The Treants already Sevi done with main story and game reign. Hopefully I can catch up. No doubt I will. It's just who knows how long it'll take me. Although I've made very good progress, I would say myself. But congrats to you, Troy. Congrats, no doubt. Already level 70. Believe it or not, I only started this game almost 3 months ago. Almost. I've almost made it to that point, but not quite. Not quite 3 months in. Whoa, this is new. Big bald eagle buzzard thing. Let's fight it. Yeah, it was a waste. What is that? Spinner. A fopper? What is a fopper? I love it! The fopper's awesome! I don't even want to kill it. Oh, why does the fopper gotta be evil? I want a good fopper. Poor fopper. May you rest in peace. Didn't intend on hitting the spider up either, but, or as well, but I suppose I will. The spider wants to die. I wonder if they ever found their wolves. I actually don't think they did. Really? To solo the evil seed fate. Whew, I don't know. What's trying to attack me now? That thing. We're gonna get back to the story. I'm kind of lingering here. I'll stop. It's just cool being in a whole new area, and it's actually new, you know? Like, I know a lot of you have already played through this and so many others, but this is new to me. I should have actually been trying to get those, currents on my way here, like the Troy mentioned, but I have actually neglected to do so. So the reach lies beyond, but I do not see a path. Well, maybe Luis here can help us with that. Voice audio? No, not this time. We're here. On the other side of this path is Rhalgr's Reach. So, you say, but all I see are rocks. I presume there is some sort of trick to this. Indeed, a glamour. Good eye, Y'shtola. I take it they have a talented mage in their ranks, or mayhap an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prisms. Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Oh, before we go in, I don't know if Tataru told you, but my friend Nago, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of this faction. So they know us, and they shouldn't attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way and don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. And with a sprinkle of demasking dust, all is laid bare. Enter Alder's Reach. You must block with your face, grasshopper.
I remember the old stories, how the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow. Ralga's Reach, a holy place and a fitting home for the resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
So amazing. Crowded. I could understand that it would be, you know, given that it's a new area. Does look like there's a lot of players in here. But, I mean, again, given this a whole new area. Conrad. Who is this Conrad? You'll forgive us our precautions, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you now for who you are, though the scions of the Seventh Dawn. May want to turn off shouts for spoiler reasons. For the most part, I think I'll be okay. I'll block a lot of this off right here myself. But, I'll keep it in mind. The top tier gear in the game right now. Wow, that's pretty cool. Conrad knows the purpose of your visit and would like to give you a proper welcome. Now, I know you would not have come all this way unless you had something important to discuss, and I'm eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorstep, eh? Come with me. I'm definitely digging this place so far. Oh, this looks awesome. Conrad, what say ye, bud? Drake Fury, what is up? Glad you could join us. Yes, I'm in Stormblood, whoa!
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach, our humble headquarters. My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalimo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalimo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monargo told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolga it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir. To see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that. So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones. My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
For each new section, I do all of the side quests before I leave. Wow. Save side quest for a second class. That's basically what I'm doing. I've dabbled with a few side quests here, but I'm saving a lot for the Red Mage. That's where I've done a lot of my side questing. Not lately, per se. Did a lot of Moogle side quests, which I actually enjoyed. I'm not gonna lie. Love the Moogles. Highlighting they were here in the little amigo. Give up on love. Oh, zombie fox. Don't give up on love. Nothing to help at the moment. Alfino is pondering how best to make use of your leisure. So, it would seem we find ourselves with a surfeit of free time. Ah, forgive me. You are free to look around Rogger's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. It'll give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe we will do just that. Let us make the most of this opportunity and assess the resistance capabilities. Keep it up, Grasshopper. More info for the Empire. Take the materia. Free to poke our noses wheresoever we will, eh? I like the sound of that. Well, I already know this place inside out. I can show you around if you like, Tonberry. Great. Let's get started. Honestly, if it doesn't affect me, armor-wise or even material-wise, I usually just kind of brush it off. Though, as of late, I have been selling things that are unimportant. Kind of. Been trying to get those Grand Company seals anyway. I'll bet you think the Resistance is mostly made up of Alamegan Highlanders like me, but the truth is, we don't even account for half. We've got Hellsguard from all the way over the spawn in here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Nago. There's even some Beastmen, well, Beast women I suppose, like that one over there. She's in Ananta? 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 They've been with us for a while now. Well, one of the smaller factions has. The rest won't have anything to do with us. We're no different from the Garleans to them. They keep to themselves, spending all of their time creating Anata. Make the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist metals and crystals into shapes you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work, but then most don't even know they exist. That's enough about them anyway. Let's take a closer look at the statue of Rogger, shall we? Who's the lady I was talking about? Is this the lady? Ah, it is. I see. Can you get in this water? Oh! I could swim! Oh! 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 That's awesome. It's hard not to just take advantage of this. You can swim. I can also use this now as well. Now that's cool. Okay. Enough of that. Enough water play. What? I've got to get up to par and getting some cool summons. Saw that there was some new summons released in the patch notes today. What use is spending time in my Maelstrom unit? The group I train, I am in charge of. Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? The breaker of worlds who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Ida used to tell me the story on stormy nights, and she wanted me to understand, to remember. At the end of the 5th astral era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign, and lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky, and led the way to these mountains of Gir Abania. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to the great works without and within. A storm of blood approaches fast, hells open, heavens weep, for no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. That last part was inscribed on the stone by a monk of the Fist of Rolger. Ida explained it to me. A day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not these precious hours in quiet preparation. Make strong the body and mind. I don't know what the Storm of Blood is. I don't know if that Storm of Blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that has led us to this point, will see us through to the end. Ah, sorry, that was a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving, shall we? Off to the infirmary. Chocobo power? You can dive? How do you dive? I was almost tempted to turn around. Y'shtola. This is the infirmary. As you can probably tell, here's where the resistance. The healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think. But it's also important to remember the cost. As Conrad would say, we should go. I'll show you the Aetheret Plaza. Yeah. It needs to be a cannonball. So diving, how is it done? Is it an emote as well? Or you just toggle something? I'll figure it out. Ah, disconnection. That's a bummer. When you've seen one Aetherite, you've seen them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design dating back decades to when the first of Vulgar was still here. Quit fixing my screen. Oh shit, I missed part of that. It may look a little different, but it works just as well as any other. I'll show you where the stars are next. But don't forget to attune to the Aetherite before we go. I believe I already did so. I'll double check. I did not. Arms, armor, potions, you name it, these folks got it. The resistance would be in a bad way without the brave merchants to keep it provisioned. If you're short on anything, or you need something repaired, these are the people to talk to. Oh, Alphino and Ollys are here. Why don't we see how they're getting on? The materia. Determination. We'll go ahead and actually get it. 3. Wow. Get it from a main quest. You hit level 68. Congratulations, Mira. No doubt. But everyone, I am super tired. Super tired. And I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here while we're at a good point with the story here. We're not going to miss out on anything. Not going to call a big halt on any spoilers. We'll have a good standing point to kind of just ease ourselves in tomorrow without just diving in hardcore, full throttle. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here tonight. After all, I did actually have work earlier today, so I am super tired, running on fumes. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. So needless to say, I am beat. Ready to finish my drink and wind down, no doubt. Unlocked diving at 63. Very cool. I will look forward to that very much. But I thank all of you for jumping in here and watching this today and rooting on every moment and being here for the dive right into Stormblood, sitting around for the cutscenes and also the credits. Very awesome. Love those chill moments. And definitely, again, thank you all for watching. If you would like to see more Stormblood here on Unravel, go ahead, subscribe. I will be playing every single day. Mainly focusing on the story here with the Summoner. Very soon, once I'm pretty into the story, I'll jump back into the Red Mage for a little while. May try to finish things out with the Summoner first beforehand. Kinda leaning towards that, to be honest with you. And tomorrow, Final Fantasy XII will return. Usually I stream at about 5, but it will be 6 tomorrow. That's Eastern time. I will be streaming Final Fantasy XII. Also, here in about 12 hours, you can catch me here playing Final Fantasy XIV again, jumping back into this story. And again, tomorrow night I will close it out with more Final Fantasy XIV, of course. Driving through Stormblood. So excited to finally be here. But Good night to you as well, Zombie Fox. We'll definitely have a good night's rest tonight. Accomplished so much. Can't wait to accomplish so much more. But Zombie Fox, Mira, Troy, I thank you all for coming in here and watching. It was very awesome. Troy, thank you for those tips. Clay, thank you as well. Cardino, very awesome to have you both around. Very awesome to have everyone around. Drake Fury, glad you can make it. No doubt, glad you could make it. Had a very, very good playthrough tonight. Harvey Dent, thank you so much for watching. Definitely had a really good playthrough though. Kevin, thank you so much for watching as well. It was awesome. Sakura, sorry I didn't skip those credits, but hey, I do love me some credits, and I do actually plan on watching them probably right before I go to sleep tonight. See if I can see some good similarities in there, but no doubt. Thank you for watching as well. Thank you all. Very good night. Had an awesome chat tonight as well. All of this was really cool. Oh wow. Can't wait to actually jump into all this. The gamer Nazi, so sad that you couldn't actually get into any of this, but hopefully when the video actually goes through, gets processed, do my little bit of editing here and there, you can actually go ahead and watch that. Hopefully. And Lexi, thank you so much for watching as well. It has been a very good night. And Clara, glad you could join us. Sorry I'm jumping out of here. Good job, Grasshopper. Thank you, Master. And good night to all of you. Thank you, Cardino. Thank you, all of you. Thank you all for the good nights, the views, the watching, everything. And, everybody, I will see you all tomorrow. I am super tired. And thanks for all the comments and keeping that live chat alive. It is so awesome to me every time we can do that. It made tonight really awesome. Can't wait to see the future. Loving Stormblood so far. I'm sure I'm gonna love every bit of it. Haven't even scratched the surface. But everybody, I'm out of here. Hopefully you also have a good night. Good night, everybody. Take it easy. See you tomorrow.